Hey guys, welcome to another video. And this is the new build of Cyber Dragon, anime Cyber Dragons. Basically, I finally got a printer and we have printed out some of the cards we need. These are all print cards in this format. You're allowed to use proxies in this format, but they have to be clear printing, and you only do that in the printer. See, don't we like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notifications so you get reveal everything. And let's get into this. For the main, you play a total of 3 star. In the anime format is a single team format. Every card is a 1, except for some cards like Cyber Dragons are free because Cyber Twin and Cyber N require free Cyber require 2. Twin requires 2 Cyber Dragons and N requires free. So that's the only reason why. Play 1 core. Core is the best awesome in this deck. This pretty sure to build the traps. And if my opponent controls monsters and we don't, we can banish this card as best of 1 Cyber Dragon monster from our deck. But we only use 1 effect from core per turn. We'll play 1 copy of Noxter. No, 1 copy of Hers, I mean. Hers is basically our Searcher for Cyber Dragon. In this air or monster comes Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. We can search from the graveyard, or if we're not searching them from the graveyard, we're just adding normal Cyber Dragon. And this card is spell summon. This comes level 5. That's other effect, but you only use 1 effect per turn. Play 1 copy of Cyber Dragon Noxter. Noxters are good. Basically, you can send one monster from your hand to your yard to spell summon this card. Then you target 1 monster 21 attack or defense. So you have that 21 attack or 21 defense. Target 1 machine. You have to target a machine monster. Special summon to your field, but you're locked to only special summon. So infusion monster. It's just some machine monsters. I mean, for the rest of the turn, which is totally fine because that's all we're going to be summoning anyway. We play 1 copy of Cyber Dragon. Beer is just here for basic chain blocking with Ash. Very good. And it actually boosts up all your Cyber Dragons. Boosts up Cyber Dragons by 500 attack and defense. And that's it for the Cyber Dragon package. First off, Darkwise, 1 Horn, 1 Edge, and 1 Heal. All that has the same effect where you can when you're normal summon, you equip a level 3 or lower dragon. When your graveyard card gains the attack. Then, if the card was going to be destroyed in battle, you basically send the equip card to the graveyard. You still take battle damage, but your monster is not destroyed. But they all have their own separate effects. They have special effects. Horn, he attacks defense monster, it does piercing. Edge can cut his attack points in half to attack directly, so basically if your opponent controls the monsters, you just cut his attack points in half to attack directly. And Keel, if he destroys the monster, you take 300 points of burn damage. Cool. Play 1 copy of Cannon. Cannon has to search your Cyber Dragon monster, but only the machines. Basically, send this card to the graveyard to search 1 Cyber Dark machine monster and add it to your hand, or your deck to your hand. Then if this card, when this card's doing a dance step, this card's put to a monster, you can send 1 monster from your main deck to yours, so it's basically a full barrel. And in this card's story, when it was well equipped, you can draw 1 card. Play 1 copy of Claw. Claw is basically you can send 1 Claw to there to search your Cyber Dark spells and traps, so you can basically search a searcher. And Claw does basically the same thing as Cannon, but the opposite. It's basically send monsters from your extra deck to your, so it's basically your extra Fool's Barrel, which is really cool. You don't have to pay for cost. And when this card is destroy such rare while equipped. You can add one Cyber Dark monster from your graveyard to your hand. It's too easy. It is accepts touch, so you can add him. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Chimera. Chimera is really good. Basically, once this card knows something, you can discard one card. No, you basically win cards. You can discard one per turn. You can discard one card for power on. Discard one Spar Trap. Stick for power on. Power bomb for your deck to your hand. Then, if you use this, then all fusion cards you use to fusion summon, you can now use your graveyard to advance for this turn. When this card is sent to graveyard, you can send one Cyber Dark monster from your deck to the graveyard. And pretty much that's it. Both of you can use both effects on the turn, but it's a full-on hard turn. One turn. But you can use both effects per turn. Play one copy of Task Siren. Task Siren just here to basically boost up my monster's attack points. And it's technically a monster reborn for dragons and cyber machines to basically, when this card is destroyed while quickly, you can trigger one cyber machine or dragon in your grave or spell summon it to the field. This card gain, and when this card puts to a monster, you gain 600 attack. And this card is another bit, basically has the same effects as Cyber Dark, where you could basically, this card is the card equipped to this monster was equipped with this card. Attacks, you basically take a death. Being destroyed by battle. You send this card to the graveyard. You don't have to get destroyed, but you still take damage, but it's totally fine. And this is it for dragons. And by the whole Cannon, Claw, and Task Siren are your only dragons that are playing in the deck. Play one copy of Kiro to help us get through big board, to help us get through like some big heavy monsters. Play one copy of Cyber Alchemy. Cyber Alchemy basically Zeus for us. We basically advance all lights from your field and great, or like in your field. You basically do both. Like on the field, you have to use your field as well. Then you basically destroy all monsters. You send all face-up monsters to graveyard. It's all monsters from on the field to the graveyard except this. Then it gains attack equal to the number of monsters you use for the summon, times by 500, which is pretty cool. It's fun. Play one copy of Furion King Regulus. Regulus is a really good. It basically what turn you target one monster in your graveyard, one machine monster in your graveyard equipped to this card. Then you target one machine monster in your graveyard, spell summon equipped to this card. Then once per turn, if your opponent activates spell or activates card or effect, single effect, you cast one card from your. You send one Furion monster from your field to the yard. Negate the effect, and that's continuous depending on how many Furion monsters you have on the field. You only does have only one Furion monster, so basically you can only use him. And that's Imperious. You go and play one copy of him, pretty good. Play one copy of Wizard Buster, Destruction Sword. Wizard Buster is here basically to stop grave effects, because there's a lot of decks that use grave effects nowadays. Basically stop like all the grave effect decks like zombies and other stuff. That's it for the monsters. Let's get into spells. For the spells, we play one copy of Cyber Rep System. Very fun. Basically, you spell summon one Cyber Dragon from your hand or graveyard. It cannot be destroyed by card effect. Pretty cool. basically a monster evolved for Cyber Dragons. Play one copy of Cyber Emergency. But we get Cyber Emergency basically let's search one like machine can like normal slash set, so we can search LP cannot be normal slash set, or a Cyber Dragon. And this card can be negated and destroyed. We can basically discard one card, add it back. Play one copy of Cyber Low Fusion. The Cyber Low Fusion basically fuses some fusion monster. One machine fusion monster from our extra deck using fusion materials from our field or banish. But the only downside, that monster can only attack this turn. Which was pretty much fine. Play one copy of our Paraplant. Depending on how many, if you have one, if you have a starter grade, we can search like machine or allied machine to hand or reshuffle like we are out one light machine from your deck to your hand, or shuffle one light machine back into your deck, or if you have 3 Cyber Dragons in your 3 or more Cyber Dragons in your graveyard, you can do both effects. So literally really fun. Play one copy of Cybernetic Horizon. You can actually search this off a claw because it becomes because it's always 3 of the Cyber Dark card. BG send 2 dragons or 2 Cyber machines, but the dragon has to say a cyber in the name. Then you can search. You can add. Then you can one dragon or cyber machine, but you have to say cyber machine from your deck to your hand. Then after the card results, you can send after the card results. You can send one monster from the cyber machine from your extra deck to your from fusion monster. One cyber machine from your extra deck to your guard. But then you're locked into only 2 summoning machine monsters from the extra deck. Which is totally fine because we're only going to be summoning machines. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Realm. Realm's a very good card. Basically, if you search for Cyber Dark monster, due to the ones you have in graveyard, so you have them, but basically if you have like already a horn in graveyard, you can't search now. Basically, you already have the cards in graveyard. If you have Cyber Dark monsters in graveyard, and they're the same names in your deck, you can search them with this card. But since we're only since this is a singleton format, we don't have to worry about that. Because all the Cyber Dark monsters are 1 in the main deck. It's also get pieces of free normal summon for Cyber Darks. Then if it also gives them their enemy effects. So if you happen to normal or spell summon a Cyber Dark monster, and then have the effect to equip, you can equip from your opponent's graveyard instead. Really cool. Play one copy of Cyber Eternal. Cyber Eternal is you target 1 Cyber machine piece monster in your graveyard. Special summon, bring your finger onto your field, ignoring summoning conditions. Even though it says that you cannot, you have to properly summon it first. You can't just send the monster graveyard to special summon. It is ruling. So make sure you're probably summoning your fusion monster before you can use it. We play one copy of, and you can manage this card to protect your, and if the machine cyber fusion monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this. You can banish this card from your graveyard instead. It's just really cool. It's basically protect them all. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Invasion. Basically what Invasion is, you have to protect our monster. Protect the Cyber Dark monster from your opponent's target. Can be targeted or destroyed by card effects owned by your opponent. But if we happen to target them or destroy them with card effects, we can do that. Then you can target 1 Cyber Dark monster you control, bounce it back into your hand. Then if you want to, you can normal summon it. But it's kind of like your own normal summon. Your own as a normal summon. So basically, you want to play a Spark. You can technically do 2. We're at the back. Then as this card was this card was destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can add one poly or fusion spell from your deck to your hand. We can search Cyberlow Fusion, or we can search Search our 2 copies of Poly. Poly is allowed to be a 2 because you're locked into only playing fusions and synchros. These things and puzzles are banned. Or you can search your copy of Orbital Fusion unless it's fused by banning fusion materials from our graveyard or field to summon one dark machine monster. Play 1 copy of Machine Dupe. Since all monsters become Cyber Dragon, we can easily special summon out 2 copies of Cyber Dragon unless we imperm. So we're pretty much fine with that. Play 1 copy of Limerable. Limerable is just here to help us get for OTK. Then, if this during the end phase you gain double attack during the end phase. During the end phase of the turn, you send all your monsters to your graveyard. Right? Play 1 copy of Power Bomb. Power Bomb helps really good for OTK because we have a way to search it. It basically doubles attack of a fusion on the machine fusion after summon. Really cool. We play 1 copy of Call by the Grave to protect you from hand traps. 1 copy of Beyond Destroyer. The other field to play. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Basically, what this card does, we can add 1 Beyond monster from our deck to our hand. Then, once per turn, you can plus it as we add 3 monsters from our graveyard to our hand. Very cool. Very cool. Then we can you use target 1 Fearing monster in your graveyard and add back to your hand. Here's 1 Fearing. Okay, that's what else it does. So I'm mainly just using it for the ad and the basically adding Fearing King back there. Fearing King Regulus back there. We play 1 copy of Clockwork Knight. Clockwork Knight is really good. Basically, it makes all monsters in the field become machine. Machine monster you control gain 500 attack and defense. Machine monster your opponent controls loses 500 attack and defense. With this card, you can ban this card from your graveyard. Add one Earth machine monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 clock range per turn, but we can bypass if you're only 1 cop. So we play 1 copy of clock, right? Then there is 2 quarters things. There's A tier and B tier. We can since I forgot to mention that 5 cards, or you gonna pay 5 B tier and 3 A tier. For our B tier cards, for B tier cards, we have Core, Chimera, Horizon, and Realm, and Clockwork Knight, because Clockwork Knight is pretty powerful. You have to order 5 B tiers. If you wanted to play a different B tier card, you cannot play it. Like if I wanted to play Super Poly's deck, I cannot play it because then I have to take out my B tiers. And for last spell card, we play 1 copy of Polybus. Polybus does stuff back 5 monsters from our graveyard to draw 2. Basically, it's just like Pot of Greed, which will be, and you see right here, I got a little sneak peek of Pot of Greed, which we can the ban card. Which will be a game added to, because we can play ban cards in this deck, but some of them are, you guys be careful, some of them are, but there are on tier list, so no ban card. There are some ban cards, but Pot of Greed is not, but it is on A tier, so once Rampage her rumors in April April, Rampage will get moved to Legend Tier. Legend Tier is basically, if you want to play Legend, you can play one Legend Tier. Then, if you want to play, but you cannot play any A Tier card. Sucks. That's it for the spells. Let's get in to traps. So basically, once Rampage gets moved to Legend Tier, we'll be playing Pot of Greed. Here's some old Pot of Greed. We need one copy of Cybernetic Overflow. We basically ban Cyber Dragons with different levels from your hand, field, or graveyard. Then you destroy that many cards. It doesn't target, which is really cool. And if this card was destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy it with the graveyard by a card effect. You can add one Cyber spell from your deck to your hand. Play one copy of Dark Average. You usually shuffle back 5 cards instead of 5 monsters. From a deck, from the graveyard to the deck, to draw one card. Literally, this gives us BC gives some of our cards at 2. Put some of the cards at 2. So basically, we can redo Clockwork Knight. And the reason why we want to redo Clockwork Knight. So, could we play Rivalry or Lore Wars? Yes, we actually playing out the Clockwork Rival pack. We have the Rival packs in the deck. Basically, Clockwork Knight Rival. Basically, if they're not playing Machine, we lock them out of their deck. And this is the only Aether card in the main deck. There's some in the extra. Play one copy of Cyber Rivalry. You can control one type of monster on the field for both players. Then you sell the rest of the graveyard. Basically, if we can only control Machine, we lock them down. Play one copy of Cyberdark Invasion. Pretty good. Basically, we target one Cyberdark effect monster and put one machine or dragon from either graveyard and it gains 1,000 attack. And when the card is equipped, it loses 1,000 attack. Your effect, you only get one effect per turn, by the way. Your effect is you can detach one equipped card to a machine monster. Then you destroy one card your opponent controls. It doesn't target either, so it's really good. Play one copy of Master Restrict. Basically says neither player can tribute. So basically it stops a lot of decks like Plunder and Lure of Darkness. That's name off a couple too. Like tribute a lot. Basically see from that. Basically, but it does stop us from doing just a hero or tribute one card from Cyber Dragon. But we basically don't. That's the only 2 times we were retreated, but we rarely do that. So it doesn't hurt us at all. Play one copy of Rebirth Judgment. The reason why I play Rebirth Judgment is something I have in the extra basically. And for basically other decks that like to use certain monsters, like basically like zombie relics, to change the price in the graveyard. Basically, it has changed. Once prepared, you can change all types in both graveyards to whatever type you want. So basically, the usually declare dragon. This card. Then even if this card is destroyed, it's still there. It is destroyed. The effect is still there. It's continuous, so basically it goes off. It's not for one per turn. So you have to play one copy of Necrofusion. Necrofusion is just here to help us go into fusions, but I might be taking it out because it just basically bans them face down and it's not working that well. So I might just take it out. And that's it. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna take out this card. This card hardly does anything for the deck. Yeah, so don't add Necrofusion, guys, because Necrofusion is pretty bad because it bans our monsters face down, which we don't want to do. Still, so that's it for the main deck now. Let's get into the extra deck. Actually, I have an idea. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that, guys. I thought of a better idea. Instead of Necrofusion, still playing Necrofusion, we're gonna play. We want to play one copy of Evolution Burst. Basically, I'm seeing this card up right now. But this card does basically, if you control Cyber Dragon, you can target one card on the field, destroy the outside Cyber Dragon, attack return. This is totally fine because we don't need to set attack with Cyber Dragon. You see, any Cyber Dragon we control is DC cannot attack the turn, which is totally fine because we don't usually need to attack the Cyber Dragon. And that's it for the main deck. Let's get into the extra deck. Start out the chain deck. Play one copy of Cyber Dragon. Dark End Dragon is really good. Basically requires one Cyber Dark Dragon and one Dark Dragon, which you might do and some not do. You're mainly not going to be doing that. Or one Cyber Dark Fusion monster, one level 10 Cyber Dark, level 10 or lower Cyber Dark Fusion monster equipped with Cyber Red Dragon. You can trigger that to spell summon this. Then, it's unaffected to all your opponent's active effects. Basically, it's unaffected all active effects. Basically, effects are already activated or already go through. CT and continuous cards are on them. But you can target, and the other thing, you get once per turn, you can put one monster from either graveyard, so any monster instead of this dragon. And any guard, it goes to this card. And up to the number of quick cards it controls, you attack that many times. So if it has like a 5 you basically have 5 attacks. And it does not need a quick card to attack. It can still attack without having a quick card, but it can only attack once. Basically, you like to try to equip more. Play one copy of Cyber Darkness Dragon. Cyber Darkness Dragon is basically is our level 10 Cyber Dark monster. Basically, card 5 Cyber Dark monsters, which are always going to be making. When this card special summon, you can equip one dragon from your graveyard card against that attack. Right. Then once your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can detach one quick card. DC activation and it can be destroyed. Basically, as long as it's not one turn, so basically depending on how many quick cards are equipped to this card, you can destroy that many cards. Play one copy of Cyber Dark Dragon. You don't use this often. Basically, he just here in the graveyard. Basically, for where you want to go, like cooking out Cyber Dark End Dragon, but with Auto Fusion or something. But yeah. He does basically what he does is basically once he faces something, you can equip one dragon from your graveyard, it gains the attack, and it, depending on how many monsters you have in your graveyard, it gains 100 attack. And this card was going to destroy my value, you just detach the equip card instead. But you're hardly ever summon. Play one card of Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon just here to send off the Horizon, so we can easily do that. But if, on rare occasions, we will make it. Just in case you want to do a 4K P3 monster. Pay one copy of Cyber Twin. And by the way, 21 8 your card for Fusion Monsters. Cyber Dark is 8 tier. Twin is here for the case, facing a Rampage. Rampage will get moved up to Legend tier, so once he does, we'll be adding Pot of Greed is dead because we can play band cards with some on a, but because of the tier list we have to play only playing one. Rampage is really good for all the states and it also pops spells and traps. So depending on how many Cyber Dragons you're playing, your two Cyber Dragon monsters, and plus so basically as many Cyber Dragon monsters as possible. And depending on how many you use for this fusion summon, that's why spells and traps fall. So I recommend the highest you can ever say was 6, so you really want to fun ban your whole field. Then you send 2 like Scene Spirit to attack 3 times. Really cool. Play one copy of Fortress. Fortress is really powerful, which we can play too. I don't really need to. Basically, repower with now Clockwork Knight in the game. The Clockwork Knight on the deck. I could now my opponent just have a lot of monsters. The highest this monster can ever get attacked. Basically, turn 1 star dragon as many machines. Bottom from both fields. Basically, don't use polymerization. Then, how many monsters used for this material? Times engage attack equal to the number of monsters used for your summon, times by 1,000. So the highest you ever get is 12,000. No, the highest you ever get is 10,000. But there's no extra monster zone because the links are banned. Play 1 copy of Chimera Tech Overdragon. Chimera Tech Overdragon is just here basically just in case of emergencies. Basically, when you feed them, you send all your cards to graveyard. Then, depending on how many cards you set, basically it gains attack power equal to the number of monsters sent to graveyard times by 800. Then you attack your opponent's monster equal to the number of cards you send to graveyard. If you're going to attack directly, it's only attack once. So, basically, if you're going to do OTK, try to get 8K. Recommend. Play 1 copy of Cyber Eternity Dragon. Reason why I'm playing Cyber Eternity Dragon because just for basically I wanted to play a deck where all the cyber cards are basically in the deck. The only one I am missing, the only one I'm not playing is Cyber Overload. I think it's called. But basically this card has one Cyber Dragon, 2 machines. So if you want to, you could use to play Super Poly. Deck was basically just take a Clockwork Knight for Super Poly. It's really up to you how you want to play it. Insane, you can also use this for Super Poly. Basically, you can control a feature monster and you have this monster cannot be destroyed, cannot be as unfixed card effects. You can hardly ever use. He's basically just here to send the graveyard off the clock. See, you can banish card to protect your monsters from being destroyed by protect your monsters from being destroyed by card from parting or destroyed by card effects. So basically, you banish before you activate. You basically banish before you activate Power Bond, which is really cool. Really fun. You say 1 copy of Gruga. Gruga is just here for sending the graveyard with Claw. So you guys draw 1. So when this card is sent to graveyard, you draw 1 card. Card is sent to graveyard, you draw 1 card. Yeah, it's always here for. Play 1 copy of Ash Dragon. Ash Dragon is just here as basically our fusion spell, like overload, basically poly or overload as a poly or overload fusion. He's also just here for claw. Add poly or fusion spell from our deck to our hands. Basically, it can help us search the card. So basically, you have 2 ways to search Poly, 2 ways to search Overload Fusion, and 2 ways to search Cyberload Fusion. Cool, because our field spell also searches those cards when destroyed. So basically, you send this person. Play 1 copy of Pain Dragon. Pain Dragon. I might be casting card 1 machine type monster and 1 dragon type monster. So technically, if you're gonna play Super Poly to Clockwork Knight, you can use this as a Super Poly target. And basically, this card was or is set to graveyard. It's when the card set to graveyard, you can just target to 1 card in the field. card was used, this card is destroyed, disintegrate, you basically have one card on the field dispersed. So basically that's something for your own winners. With your dragons, if your dragons on the dragons and your monsters, basically. If I'm unless they updated the text. Basically, if I go straight to the updated text, so if I go to here. Oh yeah, it's still the same. My bad. It's still the same. So yeah, and we play one copy of the Dragon Sword. Red Black Dragon Cruises here to send off the claw, and basically when this card is put, basically we basically start darts, and we closing it to a Reaper Judgment. We make them like all monsters here come dragons. Again, so we still fuck around on the field, but we use Reaper Judgment to make all dragon in the graveyard, like all monsters dragon rare. Because this card basically, when the card picks to a monster, it gains 1,000 attack, and depending on how many dragons are on the, it gains attack equal to the number of dragons on the field or in the graveyard. So basically, times 500. So basically, we just activate Reaper Judgment. We have the graveyard in game. That's what's tactical game. So basically, we get a lot of attack. Really cool. That's it for the I don't play anymore because I cannot think of any ones like I could play. But I could play Starman Pro and Dragon's Propellia, but I'm more feel like playing them for Poly. That's it for the main. That's it for the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to also subscribe. Oh, if you're wondering about the tournament tonight, I actually got second place again. Not bad. I'm hoping to get first place with this new deck. So please, hopefully you enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.